All right, guys, seriously, I don't know where I should be looking, but watching the first video that came out, I don't know who I am looking or what am I looking at, but whatever. So today will be the second part, or yeah, the part 2 of my houseplant tour. So that would be the plants I had in my bedrooms upstairs, the plants by the stair, like up the stairs. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. So going up, this is what you will see. That's a fake plant because it doesn't get like a normal or regular sunlight here. So yeah, I don't have a real plant in there. That's me. On the top of the stairs, I have 3 plants here. These are plants that are very low light. And I have the black raven ZZ. I have the regular ZZ. And I have a sansevieria here. Now to the bedrooms. So we have 2 bedrooms here. That's the master's. And this one is a spare room. Those are just fake flower arrangements. And I have one over here too. Okay, so let's go to the spare bedroom first. So here we don't have a bed because it doesn't it doesn't need a bed. There's only 2 of us here in this house, so yeah. Okay, now so this is like the overview of the room of the plants. Okay, so let's start over here. This one is a Monstera deliciosa, like just a regular one. I have taken a lot of cuttings from this one. That's why it doesn't look very great. Like I've cut it there. And on this one here. And a few more on the back that it's a little hard to see. I'm actually thinking of giving this plant away. I don't know if someone will take it. But yeah. Top here, I have a spider plant that is doing fine after I left it alone. Like I have been messing with it for quite a long time because I couldn't figure out how to make it grow. And then I hang it there, just leave it, just water when it's dry, and seems to be okay now. A lot of new growth over there. And then next to it, closer to the window, is a Hoya. This is the only Hoya I have because I'm not sure yet of how to take care of a Hoya. So this is like a tester plant for me. And it seems to be doing fine. Like, look at those tendrils going up the ceiling. I'm hoping for this one to flower. I heard they have like beautiful flowers. I don't know if it's a bud or if it's just, you know, a stem. So yeah, that's my only Hoya. And to this side, I have, let's start on here. This one is my biggest Monstera deliciosa. I grew this from cuttings too. I think I have like 5 cuttings in there, or 5 stems now. It's huge, but it's beautiful. And it's giving me a new leaf over here. This one here, that's a new leaf. And I'm excited to see how big it will be. Next to it, I have my Monstera adansonii, the wide form. And this one is getting bigger leaves after I put it on a stake. Like it wasn't doing too bad, but then I've heard that they will grow bigger leaves if they're on a stake. So that's what I did, and it seems to be working very well. This is a new leaf, and this one here is a new one too. And then on the bottom here, I have like a Boston fern. This one was a part of a Christmas gift that my friend gave me. And I just separated it from there. The rest died, and I'm left with this one. This one has been a little hard for me at first to take care of because it keeps drying, like the leaves keep getting brown and, you know, crispy. So, but now when I like do consistent watering to it, it's giving me beautiful leaves now too, and a lot of new growth. Like these two here are new growth, and I think there's a lot more on the bottom. I'm just gonna mess with I'm not gonna mess with it. So this one here, let me see, this one here is my pink princess philodendron. It's not very pink, but I'm happy enough. This is the newest leaf that it gave me. It has a little pink on here, and that's the leaf before this one. Seems to be doing well. I put it on a moss pole that I made, and I think I may have to extend it soon. It's on top of the pole now. So that's my pink princess. Down here I have my watermelon peperomia. Let me see, let me move it so you could see it clearly. Okay, so that's a watermelon. Okay, yeah, so I'm sorry, my phone died. So yeah, as I was saying, this is my watermelon peperomia, and it seems to be doing fine after I put it back into the, like, closer to the window. I brought this downstairs and I didn't seem to like it, so yeah, I'm putting it back here where it is getting like morning sun, like this spot here. So those are the group of plants on that table. Now to the window over here and there, I guess we'll start on this one. This one here is my Monstera Peru that is growing a lot of new shoots there. I think I have like a lot of growth points in there. So yeah, it has a very thick leaves and shiny. It's beautiful. Next to it is just a random cutting of plants. This one here is my pink lady peperomia. The texture of the leaves are beautiful. Next to it is my Burle Marx philodendron variegated. It is just a tiny baby, and it's growing beautiful leaves too. I may have to cut this back because some of the stems are growing just regular white leaves, like this one here. So yeah, maybe cutting it back will promote variegated leaves. Next to it, I have this Epipremnum pinnatum albo. Most of my plants are just cuttings because, you know, it doesn't have to be expensive, and they are expensive if you are going to buy like a full pot. So cuttings is the way to go if you are trying to save yet want to get good plants. So I have this one. This is my Epipremnum pinnatum albo. Beautiful. Look at that leaf. This one even has like a fenestration. If you can see the tiny dots, those tiny dots are fenestrations that is supposed to be on a mature leaf. So I'm excited for this one. Next to it is my Monstera Standliana aurea. This one has a somewhat yellowish variegation on their leaves, and most of the leaves are like halfway or half variegated, and it's beautiful. Although this one is like more white than yellow, so I'm happy with this one. That's the biggest leaf it has. And then next to that is my philodendron cream splash. They said it's a cream splash because of the creamy line that it has in the middle. See that one? And yeah, This is just a cutting too. I think I bought this one. Most of my plants I bought on Facebook Marketplace, like from people who are selling them. So yeah, this one is beautiful too. Now this one are alocasias that I grew from corms. I'm actually not sure yet which one is which, so I think I will just have to wait for them to grow a little bigger. And then on this one here, this one is my philodendron branditianum that didn't make it, so I don't know what happened to it. The leaves just died, and so I had to cut it. And I don't know if you could see that, but there's a growth point over there, like that tiny one, like the tiny dot. Oh, it's so hard to see. Whatever, but I know there's a growth point in there. I don't know, I just leave it here. See, that is the tiny growth there, so I'll just put it back there. Maybe it will do something. This one here is a Oxalis triangularis with a white flower. This keeps flowering for me, and it's just in a tiny pot, and I think it's getting too much light, so it's closing its leaves. But other than that, it's fine. All right, so I have to take another footage of this one here. This is my Cebu Blue that I had forgotten to mention on the footage earlier. So it's just beside my watermelon peperomia, and I missed it. So this is my beautiful Cebu Blue pothos that I grow from 2 cuttings. See how beautiful that leaf is. It's like bluish, hence the name Cebu Blue. So yeah, I have that one, and I missed this tall guy too, and I don't know how I missed that when it's so tall. So this one here is my Monstera saltipicana that I grew from 2 tiny seedlings, and one of them actually I had cut like here. This is a new growth, and it is giving me another growth over there. So I cut that back and I give the cutting to my friend, and this one is the other stem that is growing up high there on a bamboo stick. So those are the 2 plants that I had forgotten. And yeah, okay, so this is the overview of this room here. Now let's go to the other room. This is the master's bedroom. Sorry about the clutter. Okay, so that is my plant shelf, and that plant in the corner is fake because it's too dark for a plant there to survive, and some fake flowers too, just to fill in the spot there. Now let's start over here on my plant shelf. So the first one here is this one. This is just a random, like a pot, a random plants. I think I have a golden pothos here. I have a philodendron heartleaf, green one. I have some Scindapsus argyrius, and I think I just have the regular pothos there, like the green ones. So yeah, this one I just potted together, so they're still adjusting to the pot. Next to it is a Scindapsus argyrius that is trailing all the way down there. This one can actually tolerate like lower light, but because it is trailing, I wanted it to be together with the other trailing plants I have. So yeah, this one is very easy. Like most of these plants are actually, like, they just need a little sunlight, water sometimes, and this will, like this specific plant, it will tell you when it needs water. It will get droopy and, you know, the leaves will curl inwards like that. So yeah, it would be very easy for you to tell if they need water. Next to it is my philodendron Brazil. This one is sort of similar to the cream splash that I just showed you earlier on the spare room. So, but this one is growing like pretty huge. It goes all the way down there. So the leaves of this one, they will come out like yellowish like that with the red stems or sort of orange tinge to it. So, and then it has like the variegation too on the middle, but more let's say more pronounced than the cream splash, because most of the cream splash leaves just have like a line in the middle, but this one has way more variegation. Other than that, they're both beautiful. So look at that, those are all new growth. Like the light colored leaf, those are new growth. So it seems very happy on this spot. This will tell you too when it needs water, similar to the Scindapsus argyrias. So yeah, beautiful plant. Down here on the second shelf, I have this one here that is hiding. Let me move this away. This one here is my philodendron micans that I've grown from two little seedlings too. Like, look at that, it's so beautiful. Like when it is under like a sunlight, it is like a vibrant red. So beautiful. The leaves are like fuzzy too. I don't know if you could see it. It shimmers almost when it is on a bright sunlight. It's hard to see. And it's velvety like that. Beautiful. This is the newest leaf that it gave me, and it seems to be getting bigger than the older ones, so seems to be happy here. Next to it is a Aglaonema that I'm not sure exactly of what kind, but it's beautiful too. Always has new leaves coming out. Like that one is a new leaf, and then there's one here. This one just unfurled, so beautiful with the white splashing on it. Next to it is my let me move this away. This one here is my Tradescantia zebrina. This one has been a pain to take care of at first. Like I couldn't figure out what it wants from me. But then when I put it closer to this window and then water it like consistently, that's when it shows how happy it is. Like it wouldn't stop growing. It's almost touching the floor now. So I'm happy with this one. I've taken lots of cuttings from this one as well. And what I do to make the top fuller, I would usually just take the longer strand and wrap it around on the top so it doesn't look too bald. So yeah, this is my Tradescantia zebrina. And then next to it is my Cissus discolor. This one is a very easy plant to grow too, and it grows like rapidly too. Beautiful. And I can't wait. I have one cutting of it that I'm propagating, so I could put this on, put back on this pot to make it full too. So I have that stem that I'm not sure if it could make it, but yeah, beautiful Cissus discolor. Next to it is my Tradescantia Nanook. Now this one has been flowering for me. Like, let me see if I would focus. So this one is a flower that is just about to open. This one are like just some of the old flowers it had. So it's very happy too, except for, I don't know, this plant is giving me a hard time sometimes. Like I couldn't figure out yet the watering of this one. I give it less water, it gets crunchy. I give it more water, it gets brown in the middle. So I don't know, but one day I will figure it out. It's just like a trial and error with plants. So yeah, that is my plant wall. Now to the window. I don't know how well you could see this, but those are my plants here. Let's start with this one. Okay, let me take it off. This one here is my philodendron bipennifolium. This one is a baby too. I put it in a pot that doesn't have a drainage hole actually. I'm just giving it a try and see if it will work. But so far, it is giving me beautiful leaves, like this one. That is the newest leaf, and it's beautiful. And I think it has a new one coming, or another leaf on the way. I don't know if you could see that. It's just too backlit. And then when I planted this on this pot, I didn't know what was in there, but there are some little plants growing on the bottom. And I will just leave it there, see how or what it will turn out to be. On the bottom here next to it is a goldfish plant. This one came from like a tiny cutting too, and it's funny enough because I don't really take care of this. Like I don't pay much attention to this one. Very easy plant, and when it flowered, it has like almost like, well, hence the name, goldfish like flowers. It's beautiful. It had flowered for me once already, so yeah. Next to it is this one is green emerald peperomia, I think. Yeah, it's a peperomia emerald green. I love peperomias, and they seem to be like an easy care plant. And the texture of these leaves is just beautiful. I know I say that on all of my plants, but they really are beautiful. See that? Perfect. Now next to it, this is an Aglaonema Siam. I don't know if that's the right name for it. This one is a plant. Hold on. I think that's better. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so this plant was actually a rescue plant. My friend had this one, and it wasn't doing much with her, so I'm trying to save it for her, and I'm gonna give it back to her. So it's beautiful. I like the pink stems and the pink like line in the middle and on the edges of the leaves. So pretty. I wish I could make it like full, and I could maybe take a propagation and give the original one to her. So yeah. Next to it is my peperomia frost, I guess. Yeah, it is my peperomia frost. When I got it, it was like, let me see if I could find like a tiny baby. It was a tiny baby when I got this one. But yeah, it was just a tiny one. And look how big it is now. Beautiful. I think sometime soon I will do a repotting video of my other plants, because some of them are in tiny pots and they're growing up quickly. Next to it is my Scindapsus silver cloud, which is pretty too. Let me see. That is my silver cloud. It's almost similar to my Argerias, like this one here. But the splashings on this one is way more like it has more splashing than, like, see, in comparison to those two leaves, the silver cloud has way more. So yeah, that's that one. And I don't know why, but I have like a leaf of a Hoya in there. Maybe I'll wait and see if it will root for me. Next to it is my Palea peperomioides. This one was a tiny baby too when I got it. I think it had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the regular or original leaves. And then it had grown 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more coming out over there. So yeah, this one is a very easy care too. I don't know what those spots are. It already has it when I got it, so I don't know. I think it was underwatered for a long time. That's why it had that, because the new leaves are fine. See that? That is a new leaf. And that is a new leaf too, this one here. So seems pretty nice. And I can't wait to have a baby from that one too, so I could make it a full pot. This one here is another Scindapsus, actually, and I just put a wrong name on it. Or maybe I'm really not sure about what I'm doing with this one. So this one here is a Scindapsus Silver Hero. It's like more lighter, like the leaves are lighter compared to the other Scindapsus. So yeah, it's beautiful. This was a one leaf cutting, and it stayed like a one leaf cutting for me for a long time. Like this one is the original leaf, and or maybe I'm wrong, this one is the original leaf. And then just this spring it started to give me this beautiful new leaf, and I think there's one on the way out there. So I'm excited for this one. I waited too long for this to sprout another leaf. So next to it is my philodendron golden goddess. This one is beautiful, very limey green color. I don't know if it's a sport variegation or something, but there's just a very subtle, oh, my hand is shaking. Okay, let me put it down. Okay, I don't know if you could see that, but there's like, see the splashings on that leaf, and this one here too. So I'm not sure exactly of what this plant is, but it was sold to me by someone on Facebook as a philodendron golden goddess. So if you know what it is, please let me know. That's that. Let me just put it properly. I try to make sure that the leaves are not touching the glass so it doesn't burn, because it does get hot in the middle of the day. Now this one is just a cutting of cactus that I don't know exactly what kind. So yeah, I just propagated those, so I'm not sure if they're rooted yet. Maybe I'll check someday. This one here is my, I'm not sure actually what the name of this one, but I know this is a philodendron. It is pretty. I like the shape of the leaves. Like, look at that. It's similar to bilete, but I don't think it is a bilete because the stem is green there, while bilete has like bilete, I don't know how they say it, has something like red stems. So this one is not, I don't know. I did put this name here, whatever, but it's not, I'm sure it's not. And this one is the new leaf that is about to unfurl. I'm excited for this one to come out. And like most philodendrons, they have this routine or habit of doing that to the new leaf. Like they call it the Cinderella shoe thing. But oh well, I'll just leave it here and see how it will turn out. But it's beautiful. Okay, so those are the plants on my windows here in the master's bedroom. And once again, the plant shelf. Nice and pretty. All right, so I guess this is it for my plant tour. This is the second part of it. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Okay, so well, I guess I lied. That wasn't it. So I still have some plants here on the basement windowsill. So I'm just gonna do it quickly. So here, let me take it down. It's so backlit. So here I have the bird's nest sansevieria, and then here I have a variegated schefflera. This one likes a lot of sunlight, that's why I put it here. This one here is the only orchid I have. I don't know, I couldn't seem to put a finger on it, so I'm just trying with this one. I don't know if that one is a root or if it's gonna be a flower soon. So yeah, that is my philodendrons orchid. And then that one is just a cutting of a Monstera adansonii that was dying, so I cut it off and repotted it there. And this here are supposed to be propagations. I don't know if they are gonna make it, but I will just leave it there for now. Now to the other windowsill, I have here, this is a pineapple that I am trying to grow roots. For now, I don't see any. We'll see if it will make it. This one here is a Peperomia obtusifolia of some kind. This was given to me by my friend too. Like, it has a red edging to the leaves, and I can't wait for it to grow more. This one here is a Dieffenbachia that is dying. So this like a hospital for plants here. This one here, let me see if I could reach it. Okay, so this one here is a variegated jade. Let me see. That's a variegated jade. And it seems to be happy here. It's sun stressing a little bit. See, it is turning pink on the edge there. So that is because it's getting enough light for it to sun stress. So yeah, I'm happy about that one. And last plant here is just a regular jade plant that is sun stressing too. This one's enjoying the spot that it's in. So yeah, this one doesn't need a lot of water because of the succulent type leaves that it has. So I barely watered this one. That's why it's in the basement, so I don't always have to come and water it. So that. And I am pretty sure now that's the end of it. That's all the plants I have. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.